What's up, Rubens? Hey, doing something a little different today. I'm recording kind of in this strange way, different way, I should say. Not strange, just different. Kind of filming in front of my little work area here. I'll go over this. I'm going to do some videos of these organizational drawers once I get them actually organized. Today, I'm going to be covering this, which is the Psycho Gundam Mark II. I kind of like filming this way. Normally I film from up above, looking down, and I like to handle the toys a lot. I like to show them like this a lot, get you some details in there and stuff like that. But let me know. Also, I'm not using my good mic. I'm just using the phone's mic for now, but it sounds pretty good, I think. Let me know what you think in the comments if you prefer it the other way or this way. I've watched a lot of reviews where people don't actually handle the toys that much, and I think you should because you want to get an idea of size for these things. Anyway, speaking of size, this is the Psycho Gundam Mark II. The Mark I you can still get for about $60. This was $100. I had ordered it pre-tariff. That's going to be a new term, PT. And it is massive, as you can see. It's what, 10 inches tall, 12 inches tall, something like that. I have some comparisons here I'll do in a little bit. I'm not going to go into super deep with these because I don't really care to watch videos like that. I think people just want to get the overall idea of what it looks like and feels like. This does have kind of a transformation gimmick. And let me pull out, I keep a lot of my extras in these big bins. If you go to Michael's, online I think as well, but if you go into the store, particular, don't go to Hobby Lobby, by the way, go to Michael's. You can get these bins for like $4. They're made for like photo paper, photo books, whatever you call it. And they're really, really handy for keeping stuff like all your extra bits. There's a lot of extra bits in this kit, as you can see. You get the really cool manual, nice, just a standard manual. This is what it looks like, quote unquote, transformed. They give you all the gimmicks and all the stands. I'm not going to do all that. As you can see, I'm missing one of the little bits here because I was messing with it. But this will give you an idea of what it's basically doing. We're going to see if we can transform it. Sticker wise, first of all, the build was a lot of fun. It's just a giant, might as well be a giant version of this little guy. This is a 144 scale standard Gundam, so you can see the difference there. Really, really fun. If you saw my Destroy Gundam review, this will give you an idea. Fun to pose these together, to have this guy, doing something. Oh, look, I just noticed it looks like he's holding his hand. Aw. Come on, Daddy. To have him holding them and manipulating things, and, you get these individual fingers. The thumbs aren't individualized, so the thumbs are static, but you can move them, they just don't bend. But really, really just a great, this is my new jam. It's let's say an 8 to 12 inch, 15 inch figure. How big is it? You know what? I've got my tape measure right here. I need to learn metric. I want to learn metric really badly. I need to just sit down and do it. So all my international friends can also get an idea. That'll give me an idea right there. He's what, 11 inches? What is that in centimeters? There's somebody tell me. So, almost a foot tall. Really, really cool. Lots and lots of fun. Great shelf piece. So it does this transformation gimmick. I'm not, as if you've watched me before, this is something I was going to do, but I did not do because I'm not going to disassemble all those bits and do that. I'm sorry, I don't go into the full review, but this will give you an idea of what it can do. I'm not going to do it all. If you saw the Destroy Gundam, you can see oh, hey girl. You can see that part, This, by the way, I always tell this to people, always mark when you finish something, where you finish something. I have stuff from about 12, 13 years ago marked with dates and times, and it really helps with organization, but also just with, if you ever sell your collection or you pass it on to somebody or whatever, they'll have that kind of provenance. So this is all the quote-unquote transformation stuff. I don't like transformation stuff. If you look at that, what's the point? It looks kind of like a spaceship. I'm not familiar with, what did this come from? Zeta? I'm not familiar with the anime. I need to watch it. I've heard it's kind of fun, to say the least, I guess you'd say. But that's what it looks like. The hands can fly off. Part is really cool, and I'll show you all that. You get a nice big, same with the Destroy. You get these great big, effects parts. Let's grab nippers here, and actually I'm going to cut it off. Let's just throw it on the wrist and see what it looks like. These nippers are old and rusty. I just got a new pair too. So, there we go. So you're supposed to be able to just bend the wrist back. Oh look, real easy, cool. Oh wow, that is really easy. Very, very cool. And then this sticks going right in there. See if I can see it. Where's the hole? That's what she said. Oh! Let me see what it does here. Now I've got to look. Anyway, it was a fun build. It's a typical build. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Okay, adjust the fingers. So you push it in and bend the whole thing back. It's got a lot of little slidey parts, which I found really interesting. So you're supposed to push it out. Oh, you pull it out like that. And then, look at that. Look at that. I didn't even, see, I haven't tugged and pulled this thing a bunch, so I'm still getting, you kind of got to unlock it. So you have the fist on there normal. You have the hand on there normally. As you can see, each little finger. It's a double jointed finger, 1-2 joints. I thought the top, no, just one joint. So really just like that. And yes, you can make them flipping people off, which is always cool. Let's see if we can do that. Whoop, take that, Gundam. So you basically, I guess it needs to be pulled out first. So it stays pulled out. But anyway, that bends in all the way. Yeah, look at that. That's really cool. It has a lot of, this thing has a ton of little gimmicks like that. And so hopefully we'll see a few of them. Boop, boop, and it just goes like this. Look how big that is. That's as like 144. Oh, I've got my tape measure. Let's measure the length of the effects part. Why not? Just while we're chilling here. 8 inches. There you go. So that's a kind of a fun little thing. You can do little stuff like that. Let's pull that back out. Let's see how you just kind of roll it back and it pops in. As you're building it, that's one thing is as you're building it, you're going, whoa, what is this? There's a lot of typical build parts in it. It feels like you're just building a giant 144, you know? But then you're building some parts, you're like, whoa, that's really strange. For example, you get these little doors here, and you're not quite sure what they are. You know, you can figure it out pretty quick, but you're not quite sure. It holds onto this magnificent looking shield thing. I think it turns. I'm going to break everything. So I'm not going to get all into the posing of this. It has kind of an odd bottom because and an odd chest because it pulls in and out. It still does all your normal kind of posing stuff. You know, it's got double jointed elbows and all that fun stuff. You know, you can, hello, my baby, hello, all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure how far, let's see how far out. Yeah, this is a bit of gimmick. You got to have it straight on for that skirt to come up more, but that's fine. That's fine. It's supposed to be a giant looking killer thing. So the leg does have a double bend, I believe. I haven't bent these yet. So, oh, there we go. Nice and tight. Look at that. That's awesome. Look. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Pretty cool. So it's going to do a lot of stuff. It's not going to do what this guy's going to do. This is a tiny little entry grade. You know, these things are incredible. This is probably one of my favorite. These are my favorite kits of all time. They're just so silly and fun and cheap, $10. It's not going to do what that little guy does. It might. I don't know. But it does this transformational thing. So let's get that over with just because I'm wondering if I should transform it. Pause it. I don't know what you guys, gals, and others would enjoy. And then we'll go over the last bits here, and I'll kind of go over some of my final thoughts. Let's get this away. You might hear the birds outside. There's a pair of ducks as well. We get, here in San Diego, you get so many birds. And we had a pair of ducks land today. I'm going to put his leg down because he just looks silly, let's be honest. Oh, and it extends kind of. It's kind of a weird extendo leg. Maybe that's part of the transformation. I don't know. I don't see. I'm afraid to close that now. How do you... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Does it need to go up? Oh, boy. I think it goes... what did I do? I did something. Well, he's stuck like that now. Let me see if the manual tells. Oh, my God. This always happens to me. I always end up busting something. Let's see what the manual says. Okay, so the legs do some kind of, you close them in and then they go up and down. Oy vey, I'm terribly scared because it's not fragile. I don't want to make it seem like it's fragile. Did I put that on backwards? I don't think I did I? No, that's the knee. Then why doesn't it close up? I'm going to pause it for 1 sec. I think I figured out. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera there. It was kind of locked, but what you do is you kind of pull this down here. And then it goes forward first, and then I just had it just a second ago. How did it go? I literally just had it. Pause. Okay, I think it might be this little part there that has to stay down. There you go. So it got me a little scared, but not too bad. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to make him stand there like a normal, tough Psycho Gundam. Nothing crazy. Come on, no singing and dancing. Let's just have an, okay, so let's see if we can transform it a little bit. I might have to put this in time lapse at 2. So number 1, here, you know what? I'm going to set it here so we can follow along. How about that? You guys want to follow along with me? Yeah, let's follow along. Okay, so that's the front piece right here. So you get all these little bendy, shapy thingies. Let me scoot this out of the way. Give me a little more, oh my God. Get you a little more light. There we go, that's what we need. I'm kind of digging this because I can just sit at my desk and do this. Okay, so this part here comes up. Number 1 folds up. Number 2 goes down. What number 2? See this little... Number 2. Am I missing a little piece? Oh, I think it's already down. Is it? I think it's already down. Head goes forward. Oh, the whole chest piece comes forward. Dear God. See, I don't see this little bit. This is probably for those of you out there who are watching this, you're probably screaming in frustration right now, saying it does this, it does that. So number 1 and number 2. Let me pause, hang on. I see it. The little, this part here, the waist part moves forward and it's talking about this little part here. See that? So that goes forward. Then this comes out. This whole bit here comes out. I hate to do this, but I think I have to. Dear God. See, this is why when there's a transforming mech thing, I don't ever transform it. I just, the transformations usually are not that cool. It's there we go. And by the way, you can see that cool little piston area kind of there. It doesn't really transform anything that is that cool, unless it's something that's important to you to the lore or something like that. Okay, so that comes out. Okay, here we go. Down there, we got to pull these little bits forward. So we got to pull these little bits forward. What little bits? Oh, maybe it goes, it goes down first. Oh, it goes down and then slides into those little, see those little slots right here. Goes down and slides into that. Okay, so it's kind of locked. Oh, that doesn't seem very... Okay, they lock and then slides and then punches down and then rotates down and then rotates down and then rotates down. There are some interesting locking mechanisms in here though, for sure. So I'm cool with all that. So it kind of, see how it kind of goes like that? So it needs to go down and then forward, plugging into those little slots. So like that. And then down. Oh, geez. If I break this, I'm going to be pissed. $100 toy. Mono kit. It's not even a toy. I mean, you know, it's not like an action figure. Man, do I have to transform this for you guys and gals and others? Really? Don't make me do this. Maybe this is temporary. So this goes forward. What? It makes it look like the antenna go down. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, look. Okay. I still don't have this right, though. That needs to go down. Is that as good as it gets? I don't know. Well, look at those antenna. That is wicked. Okay, so next. This part might be easier. This stuff is frustrating. I just want a robot. I don't really care about all the transformations and stuff. Again, if it's cool to you in the lore or something, that's cool. So this needs to come up. His head goes down, so this will be fun to watch probably. Let's see, let's put these guys down here. I did this on accident before. I think I pressed his head down. Oh, his head tilts forward. His head tilts forward. Does it? No, it doesn't. It just goes in. Ah, whoa. Whoa. I'm gonna have to lift your head back up. And I love how in the cartoon or whatever, I'm sure in the anime it does it smoothly, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna push that down. There we go. Oh, wow. And it has a nice, it almost feels like a spring action. It's gonna pop up or something like that. Okay, so that's pointed down. Yeah, that's showing it down, okay. Then this locks into place. Whoa, what fell off? That little piece right there. It holds them in place. That fell off when I was building it. Let me see if I can get it out real quick. And I'm going to leave it off for now. Don't let me forget that in the comments. So that goes there and kind of locks into place. Very good, sir. These go up. Do they lock into place somehow? Good. Jesus God. Jesus God. Okay. One. What am I doing here? Am I taking it apart? Why? Didn't, you know, is this supposed to be cool in the cartoon or something? Because I'm not feeling it. What part is that? This? Oh, so this needs to go up and connect to that. Oh, okay, so maybe... Can you see that? Because I can't see what you're seeing. Oh, I got them rotated a little bit. So maybe... I mean, can we say that's transformed? Is that okay? I'm wondering if that's cool enough. Whoa, this whole thing, though, does come out. That is cool. Oh, man. I might have to do this. I might have to go through this whole... See, the whole section comes out. So we're looking at it from the side. This is out. This part rotates. Oh, he's in front of the legs. Let me put these in front of the legs real quick. Okay, so then this should come out. Look at the... You see the gears in there. It's a nice build for that kind of stuff. You're going, oh, that's kind of interesting. Dear God. Dear God, why? Okay, so maybe like that. Whoa, it comes all the way up to here. Right? What? It's doing something. Or I'm taking it apart. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, so... I absolutely hate these things. This transformations. I know it's part of the thing. That's cool if you're into it. But oh, maybe I'm making too big of a deal. It's just these are rotating. Okay, so maybe I'm giving up too soon. Oh, okay. So I'm being a jerk. So just those rotate up. Okay, so I started taking it apart. Look at that. See, now it won't go back together. Every other piece fits in pretty tightly. There are a few little bits that, there we go. Woo! Daddy's getting sweaty. Let's pull these out here. This part was fun. These side skirts, they have a nice, satisfying little pop when they did work before. There you go, pop. Pop. Then they go down. Okay. Legs go together like that. Then up. Do these slide up? I don't know if those slide up. Up, up, up. Oh, I think they already are up. Maybe I had them down before. These come down. So, you know, I might have had them down before. And that was probably it. These come out. Ooh, you can see the legs come out. Ooh, that's nice. That's satisfying. And they have, if you're wondering, I'm not just... See how far out it comes from here? There's like a T-joint in there, so it kind of locks it into place. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, why me? Oh, come on. Woo! You ever get that frustrating feeling you want to vomit? Because you're just like, it's so nitpicky. Look at that. How does it look? It's starting to tear it apart. Woo! This is probably hard to watch, isn't it? Why is it not working? Look. Oh, I got to pull it down all the way. Now it's coming apart. Oh my God. Ah. Okay, Jesus. By the way, once I transform this, I am never again in my life going to retransform this. It's going to stay in Robot 4 million. I don't. It's so dumb. Okay, I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. Okay, what am I doing? This goes up here. Okay, then this goes here. Something goes up. These lock into place here. So there's a nice little lock, a little slot, I should say. So those go there. Okay, that's cool. Kind of keeps them locked in, you know. There's a lot of those little kind of like locks on this, so it's very, very well engineered. It's just frustrating to tell. Once I figured it out, I'm sure it'll be easier. So these simply come up. Okay. Isn't this probably the most epic video? 30 minutes of this crap. On the side, look at the side. What is sliding down here? The foot comes down. I see. So the foot. Ooh. There you go. Nice. Let's see the other one. Oh, nice. They're kind of loose now. So now, oh, and this is why it was bending weird. Okay, so it goes up like that. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I'm liking that. That's cool. And then sitting. Where are the skirts going? Oh, it bends at the, I see. I'm sorry, I'm trying to show you here and probably screaming in your ear right now. It bends at the knee up. Oh, wow, that's something else. Look at that. Wah. Do the other side. Wah. Ooh. Am I starting to enjoy this? I might be. This little skirt thing down here. Oh, that's this bottom part. Ooh. This is the first time I've done it, so everything's never been unlocked, you know. Get yourself some of these, by the way. Get you go to Amazon, order you a good kit, so entire set of oh, and then it goes like this. Oh, an entire set of good tweezers. I bet you it's locking in there, isn't it? See that little slot there? Do the other side. Jesus. Jesus. I want that one go in. Close enough? Close enough, okay. Whew. This has been something. I'm kind of glad I'm doing it real time so at least people will see it in case they have trouble transforming it. In fact, I'll just title this Transforming the Mark II Psycho because this is kind of nutty. So it needs to go into that little slot, I think. See that little slot? You know, I'm going to call it close enough. Let's just get it on straight. Okay. What is the point of this? It sits and then what does it do? It like looks like a base now. So turn the hand in. Okay. And then I pull the whole thing out. Oh, that's kind of, so you pull it out and look at this. This looks cool. Let's see if I can show you without the camera blurring. Boop. Ooh, look, that part. I remember when assembling it being like, what does that do, I wonder? Ooh, look at that nice little snappy bit. And these rotate through. Let's see if that does it. Wait, how does it? The whole thing should. Well. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Now what? Oh, my God. Why am I being punished? The whole arm? Okay, you know what? There. I'm not messing with it. There you go. Transform. So, that's probably the most epic thing ever. Let's look at the shield real quick. I'll never, ever do this again in my entire life. Every time there's a transform one, I've done it before. I've been like, guys, I'm not going to transform this. And somebody complains, and I'm like, look, Go watch Zaku or something. He'll do a proper review. I'm not a reviewer in the proper sense. You pull this out. You put. I'm not going to do all that. That's just too much. Anyway, so that's what it looks like. So very cool. You stick the shield thing on something. I don't know. What is this supposed to be? Anyway, cool. Yay. Great. Fun. So that's that. The build itself is great. The transformation's stupid. Who cares about transformation? It's just not my thing. You get all these things. I'm not going to put all the little pods on there. It's just too much. And look, I'm not building all the stands for all the little pods. I wanted a giant robot. I didn't want a mobile base thing. You know what I mean? I just want a giant robot. Let me get this stuff put up here. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. And what I wanted to do is let's pull out the standard. This is probably my favorite big guy, which is that's the Destroy Gundam, minus the giant UFO backpack. Because, again, on the shelf, it takes so much room. I just wanted a robot. I took the giant backpack off. But this backpack thing is great. I mean, if you look at it, you could use it as a ship or something. I wish this part you could remove, so you could really just have it as by ship. And then I thought this was kind of funny. And then we've got the great big guy. Dusty, but great big. That's a comparison to the the Mazinger. I think it's 160. So there you go. It's, you know, I'm going to end up breaking something. As you can see, some parts come off. They don't really stand up to transformation that well. Maybe if I knew what I was doing. But, I mean, I did it in real time, so I don't know what I was doing wrong. Probably reading something wrong. I always am. I'm kind of a dummy. But I love the color scheme. The red is nice. There's very few stickers. I think there's some stickers in the hands. All this is inlaid. You know, this is separate plastic, all the red stuff. All these little bits here are all separate. I don't remember if, yeah, these had stickers inside the little holes there. So that was, you know, but that's fine. That's fine to have a little sticker inside that little hole there. It's actually a really, really interesting build. You get all these little funky movements up, but I just want something like this. See, and even with this, I prefer, well, I don't know if I can remove, I'd rather remove those. I just want a big robot like this, like the Mazinger. Just a giant big robot, just sitting there looking cool. Not bad. Not good, but not bad. But as a big shelf piece, yes, buy it, have fun. I think it's completely worth the $100. You're getting so much engineering in here. I'm just an idiot with the transformation. If you like the transformation thing, go for it. I don't know why you'd want to pose it like this unless that it has some special place in your heart, you know, or whatever. To me, put it in robot mode, leave it alone. Looks cool, bye.